All right, welcome back to another math video. Today I'm going to go over the rules for exponents. So we basically have 5 rules for exponents. I'm going to go through each one of them. This should be hopefully a refresher course. So first we have the product. If you are multiplying like bases, you go ahead and add the exponents. If you have quotients with the same bases, and I'm going to go explain more about the bases in a second, you subtract the exponents. For power, if you have an exponent raised to another exponent, you multiply those together. The zero exponent property is if you raise anything to 0, you get 1. And the last one, a negative exponent, which is a little more advanced. If you have a negative exponent, that just means you take 1 over that, or it goes into the denominator. Essentially, you're taking the reciprocal, you're flipping it. All right, the first law of exponents let's discuss is product. So in other words, let's say I have 2 cubed times 2 squared. Now since these are the same base, what I mean by that, this number right here, the 2 is considered the base. Since they are the same base, we can go ahead and add the exponents. So this will be 2, and then we add the exponents, it's 3 plus 2. So this would be 2 to the 5th. Same base, we are multiplying, add the exponents. You can check this too. That's a good thing about exponents. If you forget what their properties are, or the laws, you can go ahead and work these out and see if you get the same answer. So for instance, if I take 2 cubed is 8. 2 squared is 4. 8 times 4 is 32. If I do 2 to the 5th, 2 to the 5th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Hopefully I did that 5 times. And 2 to the 5th is 32 as well. Let's jump on to the quotient property. So let's say I have 3 to the 4th, and I'm dividing that by 3 squared. Since they are the same base, once again, they're both base 3. For quotient property, we actually subtract the exponents. So this would be equal to 3, and then the exponents we subtract. So 4 minus 2. So this would be equal to 3 squared, which is 9. Once again, we can double check that. 3 to the 4th power is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. And 3 squared is 9. 81 divided by 9 is 9. So for quotients, if we're dividing like bases, we take the exponents and we subtract them. Next is the power property. That's when we take an exponent and we raise it to another exponent. So let's say we have 4 squared, and I want to raise that to the 3rd power. When you take an exponent to an exponent, you end up multiplying the exponents. So if I take 4 squared and I cube that, I'm taking 2 times 3. So this would be the same thing as taking 4 to the 6th power. And once again, we can go ahead and check that. If we do 4 squared, because remember, order of operations said we do parentheses first, so 4 squared would be 16. And if I take 16 to raise to the 3rd power, I get 4,096. Now I go ahead and punch in 4 to the 6th in my calculator and see what that is. And that is the same thing, 4,096. So if I'm taking an exponent to an exponent, you multiply. Next up, we have the zero property, or the zero exponent property, or law, I should say. That means if you take any number to the 0 power, it's 1. The last one is negative exponents. If you have a number, say 3 to the negative 1, what that means is you just flip these, you kind of take the reciprocal of this. So this is a negative exponent. It goes into the denominator. Negative exponent, put that into the denominator, and it gets rid of the negative. If I have a fraction to a negative exponent, this is why I think of it in terms of it's basically reciprocal. You flip it. This would be just equal to 2, because you would flip the 1 and the 2. All right, hopefully this quick introduction or reintroduction to the laws of exponents helps. Like I said before, I recommend writing that chart in your notes somewhere so you can remember these. If you forget, you can always go back to this video, and hopefully this quick math lesson helps. With that said, have a good day.